You know that heart-stopping moment when your phone gets a little too close to water? Or when your favorite songs start sounding, well, kind of muffled? Before you even think about heading to a repair shop, what if I told you there's a smart, free, and instant fix you can use right now? Let's dive in.
So does this whole situation sound a little too familiar? Maybe it's your phone, your tablet, or even your AirPods. The sound is just distorted, fuzzy, or annoyingly quiet. That's a classic sign that some water or dust has wiggled its way in there. It's a problem pretty much all of us have dealt with at some point.
And what's our usual first thought? A big sigh, right? You start worrying about how much it's going to cost, and you brace yourself for that inconvenient trip to the repair shop. You could be without your device for hours, maybe even days. It just feels like a huge overreaction for what seems like a small problem, doesn't it?
Well, what if I told you there's a much smarter way to handle this? That's where FixMySpeakersIn.com comes into the picture. It's this really clever online tool that's built to bring back that crisp, clear sound you've been missing. And the best part? It can do it in just a few seconds, all from your web browser. Now, I know this might sound a little bit like magic, but it's actually based on some seriously cool science. So how in the world can a website fix a physical piece of hardware like your speaker? Let's get into how the tech actually works. It really all boils down to acoustic physics. And hey, this isn't some bizarre, untested idea. If you've ever seen a smartwatch use a tone to eject water, you've seen this exact principle in action. The tool creates these very specific sound frequencies and vibration patterns. Think of it like a perfectly targeted sonic pulse that shakes out all those unwanted guests from your speaker, but it's totally safe for all the delicate parts inside.
What's really clever is that this isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. The tool actually customizes its approach. If you've got water trapped in there, it uses these special low-frequency sound waves that literally push the moisture droplets out. But for things like dust or lint, it switches gears and uses optimized vibrations to shake all that gunk loose. So you've got two very common problems and two very specific solutions.
And of course, you're probably asking, okay, but will this work on my stuff? Well, the answer is almost definitely yes. We're talking about a huge range of devices: iPhones, Android phones, tablets, laptops, and yeah, even your wireless AirPods or other Bluetooth speakers. It was pretty much designed to work on everything.
All right, enough of the science and theory. Let's get down to the good part. How do you actually use it? The whole process is incredibly straightforward, so let me just walk you through it really quick. Seriously, it's this easy. First, you're going to want to turn your device's volume all the way up. You need maximum power. Second, and this is a great tip, place your device so the speaker is facing down. Let gravity help out a bit. Then, just hit the start button on the website and let it play for 30 to 60 seconds. After that, just check the audio. If it's still a little off, no worries. Just run it again. That's it. Now, I get it. Some of you are probably thinking, is it really a good idea to blast some weird noise through my very expensive phone? And you know what? That's a totally fair question. So let's talk for a second about just how safe and reliable this tool is.
And here's the deal straight from the source. The technology is completely non-invasive. That means there are no chemicals, you're not downloading some sketchy app, and you definitely don't have to pry your device open. Everything happens securely right inside your web browser, which makes it one of the safest ways you could possibly try to fix this.
So when you add it all up, the benefits are really obvious. It's free and incredibly easy to do. You don't have to download anything, it works in literally seconds, and it's all built on real science. This makes it a much, much safer first step than immediately running to a repair shop.
But it's also really important to be realistic here. We gotta know the tool's limits. Any good solution is going to be honest about what it can't do. This is all about being a smart user, not just hoping for a magic bullet.
So let's be super clear. If your device took a full-on dive into the pool and stayed there for a while, or if you dropped it and you think there might be some real hardware damage inside, this tool probably isn't going to be enough. In those more serious cases, the best and safest thing you can do is take it to a professional.
So next time your audio sounds weak or distorted, before you start to panic or reach for your wallet, there's a simple, free first step you can try. The only real question is, are you ready to hear your device sound the way it was meant to?